tonight on Elon Local News.
The Anti-Defamation League releases new report card. Hear what they have to say about Elon.
The Iranian Revolutionary Guard launched their retaliation against Israel this weekend. Here's the latest on what we know.
Phoenix Friday welcomes accepted students to campus.
It's been awesome.
Those stories and more.
Elon Local News starts now.
Live from the Jane and Brian Williams studio at Elon University School of Communications, you are watching Elon Local News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for Elon Local News. I'm Angelina Fantaroni.
And I'm Rachel Hawley.
The Anti-Defamation League has graded Elon University with an A rating for protecting Jewish students on campus. They graded 13 other universities with Fs. I have an update on this story. According to their website, the Anti-Defamation League is the leading anti-hate organization in the world. Their mission is to stop the hate and slander towards the Jewish population. Elon University received an A grade from the ADL, along with one other school. Brandeis University also received an A, having a Jewish population of 35%. Elon Hillel engagement intern, Danny Rudd, says the university creates a very welcoming community for all students.
I find that when there are things happening, there's always a lot of different Jewish and non-Jewish staff present. There's a lot of people that show up.
Rudd says that Elon does a great job at acknowledging different types of Judaism on campus.
I think that there is a lot of room to be whatever kind of Jew you want to be and have whatever kind of Jewish experience you want.
On Monday, April 8th, Elon University invited co-founder of Palestinian human rights group, Jonathan Katab, to discuss peace between Israel and Palestine. During the talk, Katab voiced his own thoughts and personal opinions. Member of Hillel and Chabad, freshman Andrew Kochman, says the event made a lot of the Jewish population uncomfortable, and noted in a comment left on Elon News Network's Instagram that the ADL grades were completed prior to this incident on campus.
We did a little digging into his past, and we saw that he had ties with an organization called Al-Haq, and Israel designates them as a terrorist organization.
Elon president Dr. Connie Book released an email statement on Friday, April 12th, addressing the situation, stating that Katab's remarks left the agreed-upon format on the anticipated topic of peace building, and he provided additional views and opinions on the conflict. Angelina Fantaroni, Elon Local News. To learn more about the ADL grade and the conflict that came after the Jonathan Katab discussion, you can visit our website at elonnewsnetwork.com.
Over the weekend, Iran launched its promised response for the attack on its consulate building in Syria, attacking Israel with drones and missiles. Israeli and allied forces shot down the majority of the attacks and sustained minor damage on an Israeli base. Elon currently has a delegation led by Professors Amanda Sturgill and Randy Pyland at the International Collegiate Coding Contest, close to the action in Egypt. President Biden has urged restraint after the decisive action in preventing any widespread damage or casualties. Israel is in the process of determining how they will respond to the attack. Elon University hosted its annual Phoenix Friday with numerous events and information sessions for new potential students to attend. Ava Filippi has the story.
Information tables, snow cones, and various organizations filled Global Commons this past Friday in hopes of providing resources to fulfill students' interest on campus. Phoenix Friday gives potential students a chance to meet one another and to see if Elon is the right fit for them. Potential new student Cam Johnson mentions how his experience was welcoming and loved the activities Phoenix Friday had to offer.
It's been awesome. I like the breakout segments with other class of 2028 students. I feel like that's the time where I can really met these people. It's a good way to meet new people that you're going to spend the next 4 years with.
Ryan O'Connor, another student, met Cam Johnson through the various activities. He shares similar feelings about how Phoenix Friday has been a great way to meet new friends.
It's just been really nice meeting everyone. Everyone I've met here is super friendly. Just want to make some friends, see some faces while I'm down here, and so it's been a good time.
Junior Bridget Mercier represented the Women in STEM table. She mentioned how she wants to provide a sense of community for the potential new students. Whether they join or not, she says how she's still excited to see the new students.
I'm really excited. Definitely we're looking for new girls to come and join our org, and even if they don't join our org, it's still really nice to see everybody so excited to come to Elon.
Campus tours and fairs were a way for potential students to interact with Elon's campus. Ava Philippi, Elon Local News.
Phoenix Friday activities were able to show accepted students what Elon has to offer.
Painting, sanding, and spackling. See what all of these have in common after the break.
And up next, our Mackenzie Cruz has your weather update.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
After the last few weeks of bad allergies, our Mackenzie Cruz has the Phoenix 5-day forecast live in studio. Mackenzie, what does the weather have in store for us this week?
Thank you, Angelina and Rachel. Today was a hot one, and it will continue to heat up this week. Now for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tonight will be a low of 56 with stray thunderstorms. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with the high of 83 and spotty thunderstorms in the afternoon. Wednesday will have more clouds with a high of 81. Thursday will be 83 and partly sunny. Friday will also be partly sunny and a high of 78. And finally, Saturday will be 80 and mostly cloudy with winds at 9 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm systems are targeting central Virginia tonight and tomorrow. They are at risk of high winds and moderate hail. This is pushing storms towards the Greensboro area with potential for lightning. And tree pollen is extremely high this week, so make sure you keep your windows closed at night when pollen count is highest and avoid outdoor activities in the morning. Thanks for checking in. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks for the update, Mackenzie.
An annual Elon tradition for many students began this past week, the painting of the coolers. In preparation for banquet trips, students paint coolers to give to their dates. Many students say they look forward to designing their coolers and showing it to their dates. Our Charlotte Fobby is outside at Elon's Lois Center with updates about the cooler process.
Thanks, Angelina. In the upcoming weekends, many students are leaving campus and heading to the beach for fraternity banquets. Banquet weekends happen every year during the spring semester, and students prepare for the trips by painting coolers. While coolers are typically used to hold food and drinks during the travel and beach days, these coolers are a bit more decorative, with bright colors and designs on each side. Traditionally, the dates of fraternity members paint the members' coolers for the trips. If you are interested in decorating a cooler, there are a few steps that you should know. First, sand down the finish of the cooler and prime it for new paint. Since most coolers are made of plastic material, paint will not stick to the outside without sanding and priming first. Next, you pick your designs, trace them out onto the cooler, and paint over them first. Next, make sure that you seal your cooler with sealant spray to make sure that it lasts, and let the cooler sit for 24 hours after sealing it to ensure that the paint is completely dry. The sunshine today has made it a great evening for students to paint coolers, and as our Mackenzie Cruz just said, these sunny days will continue throughout the rest of the week, giving students clear skies to let their coolers dry. Sending it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Charlotte. That was really helpful. Rachel, have you ever made a banquet cooler?
I'm actually making one this year. It's really cool.
Awesome. I went to banquet last year actually, and I did not have time to make my own banquet cooler, so I gave it to one of my friends to paint, and Ava, she did amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. Really good use of your time for sure.
What's on your banquet cooler this year?
Well, I'm not sharing that yet because it'll be a surprise, but what was on yours last year?
He was really into rodeo, so his cowboy hat, a lasso, his truck, and cow print.
Oh, that is so awesome. All country themed.
I cannot wait to see yours soon.
Oh, absolutely. Today is National Collegiate Recovery Day, which recognizes the efforts of on-campus recovery programs. Elon's Phoenix Free program celebrated today at Medallion Plaza with donuts and questions about substance-free living. The table aimed to spread awareness about Phoenix Free and share other information about recovery services. Founded in 2010 by the Association of Recovery in Higher Education, April 15th continues to be recognized as National Collegiate Recovery Day. The day is part of a week-long celebration that shares stories of recovery and works to uplift campus communities. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services says that collegiate recovery programs increase access to recovery services and support on campuses for students with substance use disorders and those wishing to pursue a substance-free lifestyle.
A new and hopeful tradition has started on campus. See which one up next.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
You're watching Elon Local News.
Students dressed to impress for the first annual Black Student Union Met Gala. Our Aaron Martin has the highlights of the night.
Global Commons hosted dancing, music, and even voting for princes and princesses at the BSU Met Gala on Saturday night. Elon student Madison Williams was crowned junior princess and says the event felt special to her.
I had a prom, but it was hosted by a student and their parents because it got canceled due to COVID. So this feels like an actual prom, and it feels really good to be in like a group of my peers and just party and dance the night away.
BSU hosts events on campus for all students, but particularly emphasizes inclusion for students of color. Elon freshman Kamari McBride says this community is valuable.
Attending a PWI is really important to have for the Black students and students of color in general to have like the community have a sense of communities. We have to go out and meet other Black people on campus and make efforts to attend events like this just to show like we're here for each other.
Last fall, sophomore princess and BSU Vice President for Black Excellence, Malia Proctor, came up with the idea for the BSU Met Gala.
I definitely thought there was a need for a huge event on campus just to facilitate community and just culture.
BSU hopes to hold the Met Gala again next year, and Proctor says she hopes more students with different backgrounds will come and join the fun. Aaron Martin, Elon Local News.
To learn more, make sure to pick up a copy of The Pendulum this Wednesday.
With the warm, sunny weather this weekend came a flower-themed festival celebrating LGBTQIA pride and nature.
Music, chatter, and bright colors filled Young Commons at the annual Spring Pride, hosted by Elon's Gender and LGBTQIA Center. This year's theme was Flower Power. Senior GLC student worker Jayla Martin Beasley said the LGBTQ community has a history with using flowers as symbols.
A lot of people feel very connected with nature in a way that sometimes they just might not feel with other humans. And being able to just sort of reconnect yourself to like the earth, a lot of people find spirituality, acceptance, and meditation when they're in nature and connected to it.
From creative crafts to the Elon sustainability table, this event drew connections between queerness and nature.
Junior Nicholas Sala said the table's trivia was about normalizing queerness in science, with examples from gender-bending clownfish to asexual snakes.
A lot of them are surprised when they hear that there are actually like over 100 species that have exhibited homosexual tendencies, and it's just not really something that we talk about. It's not really heard of.
GLC graduate apprentice Vanessa Truelove said popular creative activities, such as flower pot painting, were included as de-stressing activities for mid-semester. They also said it's important to establish community-based events like this for students who may not have as welcoming an environment in classes or at home.
The reason we have it both semesters is because we think that it's really important to highlight our care as an Elon community for our LGBTQIA+ identified students.
For more information, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com. Catherine McDonald, Elon Local News.
An upcoming event sponsored by the GLC takes place on April 20th. More information can be found on the GLC's Instagram page.
And one club sport playing under the bright lights of Schar Center after the break.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking.
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls, second.
Are you orange?
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching Elon Local News.
Elon men's club volleyball had an experience of a lifetime on Saturday. Our Mason Willett has more.
Men's club volleyball had an opportunity this past weekend to play under the bright lights of Schar Center, an experience none of them have had before. Senior Ryan Harper says that thanks to his work with the school's women's team, that his hard work was noticed and awarded.
Since last fall, my sophomore year, I've practiced with the D1 girls, helping them out, mimicking some potential opponents they'll have. So we've created a very good connection with their team. We've sacrificed some of our time, so they've helped us with their connections and their time in the success of our program.
Junior and president of the team, Ryan Mayer, says the team didn't take this chance lightly, as it helps the team prepare for the big test ahead with nationals this upcoming weekend.
Kids who haven't been on the court, especially in a more competitive environment on the court. Tough with all the injuries, but again, good to kind of get a little test trial before we go to the nationals.
As for their experience in Schar, Mayer says that the team will look to make this happen more often next year.
Next year, fingers crossed, this went well enough, maybe we can do it again, but we'll have to pull some strings, talk to the coaches again, see what we can make happen.
With nationals coming up, the team will hit the road to Kansas City this Wednesday as they play games Thursday through Saturday. Mason Willett, Elon Local News.
This will be the team's third time competing in the national tournament within the last 4 years, as they look to bring home the trophy.
Earth Week is coming up, and Elon Sustainability plans to educate students and staff on their environmental impact. Events start Sunday with a guided tour of local farms in Alamance County. Other events throughout the week include clothing swaps, s'mores with outdoors, stargazing, and the annual Party for the Planet celebration. On Wednesday, keynote speaker and author Britt Ray will host a discussion around climate anxiety in McKinnon Hall, highlighting key points in her novel, Generation Dread. Registration is required for some events. You can find links to register, as well as more information on Elon Sustainability's website.
A divorce and a baby, coming up in our weekly social media recap with Abby Gravely.
See what happens in a Shakespeare comedy after the break.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
I'll be right back. Hi.
Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
William Shakespeare comedy As You Like It gave audiences a mix of comedy and action as the night went on. Elon News Network was denied permission to film this performance. As You Like It is adapted and directed by Professor of Theater Kevin Ottos. Ottos said Elon was due for another Shakespeare comedy and found As You Like It the perfect pick.
That they tend to have something for everyone. They're written for a very diverse audience.
Ottos appreciates all the hard work his students have put into his performances and loves watching them present on stage.
One of the great things about working and directing at Elon is the students are incredibly talented and disciplined and driven. They want to do well, and they have done well. Yeah, so I'm very proud of the work that they've put on stage.
For more information on As You Like It, visit our website at elonnewsnetwork.com.
Between Coachella, Bachelor breakups, and the return of Taylor Swift on TikTok, it has been an active week in the social media world. Our Abby Gravely is here in studio with the recap.
Swifties were excited April 12th when they opened their TikTok accounts to find that Taylor Swift songs were back for use on the app after being removed by Universal Music Group in January. The reinstatement of Swift songs on the app came after personal negotiations for songs owned by Swift and is coming just before the release of Swift's new album, set to release on the 19th. Sequined outfits and the California sun were big this weekend at the opening weekend of Coachella, featuring over 150 musical performances by names such as Lana Del Rey, Tyler the Creator, and Doja Cat. The festival boasted many famous attendees and included surprise performances from Billie Eilish, Shakira, Olivia Rodrigo, and many more. The Golden Bachelor is a bachelor once again. 3 months after their marriage, Golden Bachelor Jerry Turner has announced divorce from Teresa Nist. Turner discussed the divorce on Good Morning America, telling viewers that the decision was mutual and came after many heart-to-heart conversations. Wrestler and social media personality Logan Paul announced earlier today that he is expecting his first child with fiancée Nina Agdal. An Instagram post from the two was captioned, "Another Paul coming this fall," and gained over 800,000 likes in the first 2 hours. The Masters golf tournament was this weekend and ended with American Scottie Scheffler getting his second green jacket in 3 years. Among the most liked social media content from the tournament were photos and videos of the golfers' families during Wednesday's par 3 competition. That's all we have for social media. Now back to you at the desk.
So Andrew, did you see Logan Paul's Instagram post this morning?
I actually saw it 8 minutes after it came out. Wow. I was one of the first, a couple 100,000 likes.
That's awesome. I saw it this morning too.
I remember when he was a teenager making funny videos, funny YouTube shorts.
Yeah, like our age now pretty much, and now he's starting a family.
It's so crazy to think about.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all the news we had for you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
And make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.